welcome to another episode of the Disciple Men Podcast, Spotlight Edition. Today we're talking about a very important topic, like we always do here. But this is talking about the mental part of what we need to deal with and when it comes to being a man. And so mental health is very important. I think people who do not pay attention to this thing usually find situations where they're starting to crash out and bad things happen. So we want to talk about some things we can do to kind of put ourselves in the right position so we're always ready for the things we need to do for our family, for the community, and for God Himself. And to have this conversation with me, had to bring on my guy. We've known each other for a very long time. Good dude and big confidant of mine. My man, Dujan Boyd.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, man. We go way back to high school, okay? Freshman year. I go way back with this
Yes,
dude.
sir.
And he's been solid the entire time, man. My man.
Appreciate that. Likewise, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, first of all, do me a favor. Give me a 5-minute intro. Tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Why is this important topic to you? Give the people something.
I don't know if it's gonna be 5 minutes.
I don't know about 5, but I'll give you a little leeway.
I am the co-owner of Pros Productions with my wife, Jackie Boyd, where we write films, theater, stage plays. We do all those different things to help people where they are in life, and we try to give people a platform to express themselves in a positive way. And that's the reason why this is so important to me, because of the young people that we deal with are dealing with these things mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
Yeah.
So that's why we try to create material that helps them mentally. So that's why it's important to me.
My man. Okay, well, good. Like I said, man, you're an awesome guy I want to speak with on this. I got a couple questions I want to pick your brain about, man, and I think that people watching will get some good convo out this thing, take some life lessons from there, some jewels, and they can be better themselves,
Gotcha.
okay? All right, so first thing, with everything on your plate, and the plate's huge, okay? We got work, we got family, different responsibilities. How do you make time for your health? And if you are making time, what does that look like for you?
I think that was one of my biggest issues in the beginning. Coming from a pastoral background, I was always putting people before me.
Yeah.
Until at some point, God was like, "Hey, if you're no good for the people, for yourself, you're no good for the people."
Yeah.
So I just started making dedication to get up extra early in the mornings to have time to myself and do what I need to do. But lately it's become harder because, like you said, everything is starting to come back up. But I still have to keep that balance so I can make sure that I'm good for my wife, my kids, and my grandkids. Because if you don't take time for yourself, then what tends to happen is you have health issues.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's important to definitely take time for yourself.
Okay, I appreciate that, man. And I think that as men, we just go. We just go. Everybody needs something, and I'm just going to go. And I've been guilty of that myself, where I go to exhaustion sometimes, to where it's like, I got nothing else to give. I gotta step away for 2-3 hours because I'm no good. Like, I will sit in front of you and fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? And that's not healthy. That's not great balance. And it's something that I've been trying to work on as well, trying to make sure to balance everything, and just with the reality of you can't do it all.
You can't do it all. And also, to go back to your point of we just go. I think that also stems from the athletic background that we.
Yeah.
Where, you on the field, wherever it's track, basketball, they teach you to go all out, don't leave nothing.
Don't leave nothing on the table. Yep, nothing on the track.
So mentally, I'm like, okay, this ain't a basketball court, but
Exactly.
it's a basketball court.
Come on. And those same principles, while there's a lot of good we took from that,
Right.
there are some things we do have to really balance out
Yep.
into real life in their situations.
So I agree.
I got you. So again, second question. Growing up, what did you learn about taking care of your body and your mind? And do you think those lessons helped you or hurt you as an adult?
So growing up, what did I learn about taking care of my body and my mind? Honestly, nothing.
Okay. Now explain that nothing. What does nothing mean? Because nothing can mean a lot of things.
Well, my background coming up was, you put yourself on the school bus, got yourself off the school bus. You got home, you cooked yourself dinner. If your brothers is there, you cooking them dinner.
Right.
So me and my brothers pretty much raised ourselves.
Yeah.
So there was nobody to say, "Hey, young man, don't do this. Take time for this."
Yeah.
Because even when we were in high school, I was doing medicinal stuff like
Yeah.
smoking marijuana, drinking stuff I should not have been doing to take care of my body.
Sure. Sure.
And I had uncles that knew,
Mm-hmm.
but never said, "Hey, that's not good for you."
Right.
Not just as you, but as an athlete, that's not good for you.
Yeah.
You dance, that's not good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I come from a background where there was little to no guidance.
Gotcha.
Um,
So you got to kind of figure it out yourself.
we had to weave life by ourselves, brother.
I got you. I got you.
And that's why me and my older brother, we were talking about this about a month ago. That's why we're pretty much getting to where we are now, because we had that time where nobody was leading.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what you want to do? And like, I don't know.
Right. Right.
What you passionate about? I don't know. So
Respect.
outside of the teacher saying, "Hey, what you want to be when you grow up?" I
Yeah.
never got that from the people around me.
Respect.
Because I tell my kids all the time, if I had just enough push,
Mm-hmm.
even in my teenage years,
Mm-hmm.
we'd be further off
Yeah.
when it comes to like entertainment and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they'd have been like, "Okay, you need to go this way, go this way.
Sure.
You good enough to do this."
Somebody's guiding that, putting that potential and direction together,
Exactly.
making those outcomes that much easier.
Exactly.
I got you. That makes sense. And for me personally, my situation wasn't as like yours, but my father worked a lot.
Right.
Still works a lot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
And I got to watch him go.
Yeah.
So I learned work ethic through him.
Blueprint.
Hey, the man works.
Yeah.
And to this day, my pops is in his 60s. I'm sorry, I don't know where in the 60s. It's after 64, 65, somewhere around there,
About
66. Yeah,
65.
I stopped counting after 40 because I'm like, he's older. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm 45, I'm like, that
Listen,
ain't old at all.
That ain't old at all, right?
But anyway, what I'm saying is that the image that I saw from him,
Right.
I took that on.
Yeah.
And I would see my father come home tired and he'd crash out on the couch.
Yeah.
Because he's like, hey, I'm done. I done did 12 hours every day this week for the past month.
Right.
Then 2 months, I did a double shift on some of them days. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Or I
yeah.
did a time and a half joint. You know,
Right.
so it's like I took that and
Yeah.
I saw that's normal. And then I found out, hey man, that's brutal on the
That's
body.
brutal.
Oh my gosh. So I'm like, okay, I can't keep doing this, man. Because I'm like, I'm crashing out when I don't want to.
Right.
I'm trying to wake up and pay attention. I'm trying to read and study something,
Right.
and the words are garbled. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I learned, okay, what I learned then, I have to unlearn some of those things
Unlearn it.
and do better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I hear you on that part. So let me ask this. A lot of brothers say, I'm good, even when they're not. All right. Why do you think that's so hard for us to open up about what's really going on the inside?
I think it's twofold, man.
Okay.
You ask somebody how they're doing, the "I'm good" is the easiest way out. Because the
Okay.
twofold is this. Some people ask you how you doing, but they really don't care how you doing.
True.
It's just a salutation.
It's just a part of just the thing we say coming into the room.
Right.
Okay, I
So,
got you.
it's like, okay, I'm good. Then the other piece of it, which is the bigger dynamic piece of it, is the vulnerability to, can I trust you with how I'm really feeling?
There's that.
If I'm depressed, can I trust to tell you
Yeah.
that I'm depressed? And also, what would it benefit me to tell you
Okay.
that I'm dealing with something right now?
Yeah.
So I guess for men, it's a guard to protect them
Mm-hmm.
from any deeper pain that they already dealing with.
Right. Right.
And honestly, for some men, there's some men honestly dealing with it with their spouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
know,
can see that.
I got to be the man in the house, and I can't let my kids see me broke. I can't.
Hard rock.
Yeah. So the wife is like, "How you doing?" But it's like, "I'm all right."
Well, and I'll give you this one caveat as well with that. I believe that there are some things as a man, a woman's not going to ever understand.
Exactly.
And the plight that we have will be tremendously different. So if I even give you all of what I'm feeling, I don't even know if you'll be understand how to accept that and help me through that,
Right.
because you don't understand the weight that comes with it. Because there are just some things that God gave us big shoulders for.
Yep.
You're supposed to hold that weight. It's supposed to be heavy. I also gave you the strength to hold it up too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't take the weight from you. I made you strong enough to hold it.
Right.
But then there's sometimes where it's like, hey man, I got to get a release.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel that you with a band of brothers, even if it's one or two,
Right.
just y'all can have real man conversations that can ease some of that burden because they understand that lift. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They're doing it hopefully themselves, and they're trying to provide solutions for you afterwards.
Right.
Because I know sometimes people say things and it's like, I just want to talk. I don't want you to say nothing. Most men, I don't think are like that. They're like, if
Nah.
I hear something, oh, you're asking for a
You're
solution.
asking for a solution.
Let's work this thing out. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I don't want to just hear you just talking just to be talking.
Right.
Nah, because I got stuff I got going too.
Right.
But I'll give you this time if we come into a solution.
Right.
But if you ain't trying to be better, I mean, I don't. All right, you good? You good? All right,
Yeah,
well,
you good. I ain't
yeah.
got time.
Because I know you're not trying to change.
That's right.
You know, but I think that when we have that band of brothers around us,
Yeah.
right, that we can actually open up to, be real with, it'll allow us to not feel like we have the weight of the world on our shoulders and we're by ourselves in it.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's real important, man. But you're right. We got to have that trusted circle around us to do that with.
And I think for me personally, it's just again coming from that church background to
Mhm.
where it's like, can I trust you not to stab me in the back with what I'm gonna tell you?
That's the other thing. That's
You
the other
know,
thing. I'm vulnerable already.
I'm already vulnerable. 'cause
Now you gonna hit me with my guard down?
I'm pastoring, and you know,
Come on.
he had the disciple had Aaron and her right holding his
Mhm.
arms up,
Mm-hmm.
but the same people that can hold your arms up can stab you with the other arm. And that unfortunately happens to a lot of preachers, pastors, and men
Mm-hmm.
from our community, which causes a lack of trust.
And then it's like, you take that hit, I ain't gonna get hit again.
Can't
I open
no
up that
more.
one time,
That's it.
it'll never come open again.
I can't trust no more.
And then it's like, I can't trust nobody.
And unfortunately, that's when it's called bleeding on the people that didn't cut you.
Aha.
Because God will call those people to help you that want to genuinely help.
Yeah.
But now all you see is the people that hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can't fully trust them, and now you're bleeding on the people that never even cut you.
Gotcha.
So
That's good.
That's the other dynamic of it.
Yeah. Which is why we can't ignore the situation.
That's right.
We got to deal with it, not even band-aid it, because if not, it's your family,
Right.
it's your friends, it's the community that you're supposed to be a support to. You can't even be that because you're almost a shell of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's good to know, man.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so let me get this next question to you, man. Well, give me your thoughts on this. When was the last time you went to the doctor for a checkup, and what made you go or not go?
Honestly, I think the last time I went probably was 10 years ago.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
As a matter of fact, no, it was when I first started the ministry.
Okay.
So it was probably 2015. So exactly 10 years ago. So yeah, 10 years ago. And I just wasn't feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Thought like I was going through some stuff. I was stressed. I don't know what it was. So I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
And they gave me these depression pills.
Mm.
And I'm like, God's like, so are you gonna trust me or are you gonna take these pills?
Mm-hmm.
So I took a couple of the pills and I didn't like how it made me feel.
Yeah.
So I just poured them down the toilet.
Okay.
You know, should I get checked up more often? Yeah, but again, it goes back to that finding time to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
And not waiting till your body to tell you that you're not good.
Exactly.
You know? So yeah, that was probably 10 years ago.
Okay. We're gonna have convo afterwards. I believe in the annual checkups because I think again, what I don't want is that we expire before we're supposed to.
Right.
Because we weren't keeping up that maintenance.
Right.
I look at it like a car situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You drive that car and you ain't changing that oil. You know, you don't get those tune-ups.
Right.
That car's gonna conk out at some point in time.
Right.
And not because it's a bad car. It just wasn't maintained
That's
well.
maintenance.
You know? And we gotta do the same thing. We gotta make that effort to for me and my wife, what we usually do is around our birthdays. Okay, annually. Let's get it done because this is our reminder that we got to get this thing done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And depending on what job you may be with, there may be health benefits that you get because you done these things. They'll give you some time, some money off on your insurance you're paying monthly and stuff. So there's benefits outside of that. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I'm prime prep and ready to go all the time, getting that oil change.
Right.
My man, my man. Okay. So, next question. How has your job or work impacted your physical or mental health, either in a good way or a bad way?
For me, that's twofold. Because I just left a job because of the way it made me feel.
Okay.
Meaning that I felt more stressed, I felt more mental health issues, and I believe that was because I wasn't operating what God called me to do.
Okay.
So I'm just got a job to make sure I got a job, make sure I'm paying the bills.
Yeah.
And God's like, that's not what I called you to do. So I was not happy where I was at, which then affected me mentally.
Right, right.
You know, so that's when I was jumped into film and theater full time,
Mm-hmm.
and my mental health and everything got better almost overnight
Gotcha.
because now I'm doing what I was called to do.
Respect. Okay. Okay. I liken that into the scenario of like a screwdriver, right? A screwdriver is made to take out screws. Now it can cut something. You
Right.
push hard enough, it can cut through something with that flathead blade. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can pry open something with it,
Right.
but that's not what it's designed to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's when it's used in its proper place, it does well. It doesn't mar up what you're dealing with. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You trying to use a Phillips screwdriver to open up a flathead
Flathead.
nail.
Ain't
You
gonna work.
tearing up that nail trying to do it
Yeah,
because you're
you'll
using the
strip
wrong
it.
tool. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
So I like that analogy of you looking and seeing, okay, God, what are you calling me to do?
Right.
And finding peace in that thing.
Right.
So that's good, man. That's good leading from the spirit, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask this question really quick, and it's not one that we talked about earlier, but what do you do to keep yourself motivated? Because for me, there's enough negative going around you that if you don't filter that joint or if you don't force in something positive, you can't help but go negative. So that
Right.
means you're doing something to actively make that happen. What's your philosophy? What's your action steps you're taking to keep yourself motivated and moving in the right direction?
I think the biggest thing is knowing that the Bible tells us that an idle mind is a devil's playground.
Okay.
So when you're not doing what you're called to do or just doing what you're passionate about, then the devil has time to play with your mind and talk to you, and now you're talking to yourself, talking back to yourself. So my biggest thing is when I wake up every day, making sure I'm doing what I love to do.
Gotcha.
So I'm up at like 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I'm probably not done till about 10, but it's what I love to do.
Sure.
So I'm writing scripts, I'm editing videos, and the biggest thing is I block out any negativity. I mean, I don't care who it's coming from. Like my mom got mad at me. I was like, I don't need to hear the negativity if we don't have a solution to what we're talking about.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So is this going to, and you got to be careful what you let in your ears, because if it comes in your ears, it's in your spirit.
Yeah.
And now you wonder why you feel a certain way the rest of the day, because you didn't have a conversation that did not edify you in any kind of way. So my biggest thing is just blocking out anything negative.
I got you.
Even if it's like the biggest thing is social media. So I'll get on social media, post, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know, because you scroll a little bit. Next thing you know, you've been scrolling for 2 hours. You done took in all this negative energy from everybody else and what they dealing with in a day.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And sometimes you got to change that algorithm a little bit as well. It's like, okay, maybe I need to search for a couple things so Google starts feeding me or YouTube starts feeding me these things I'm looking for.
Right.
For me personally, I actually search for motivation on YouTube and I try to listen to a video every day after I deal with my Bible study time.
Right.
So I'm feeding my spirit and then I feed my mind with something. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I like to start my day off, because then it's like I'm feeding two parts of me. Then I will hit the workout and hit that other part of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm making myself push. I'm making myself see the positive. I'm making myself block out that negative, because it's so much positive being forced in. The negatives don't even have a space to be there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, but these are action steps, is what I'm trying to say. And if you're not feeding it, something else is feeding it.
Something else is feeding it.
And then it's like, okay, well, why does everybody have all these mental issues? Well, what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're not actively doing something to push out that negative stuff, you can kind of trace back why you have these problems. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, again, a person's steps they're taking to regulate their mental health is very important. This is not a spectator sport.
Right.
You
Right.
got to get in the game.
You gotta get in the game, and you gotta want it.
Yeah, definitely, man.
You gotta want different.
Even if it's not just for you, for your family,
Yeah.
they gotta have the best of you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. My man. Okay, so what's your relationship like with stress? Okay, and how do you manage it when life gets heavy?
I don't have a relationship with stress.
Okay, talk to me about it. Talk to me about it.
I tend to not let things bother me.
Okay.
You know, my mind has always been, if I can fix it,
Mm-hmm.
let's fix it and not worry about it.
Yeah.
If I can't do nothing about it and it's all God,
Mm-hmm.
I wipe my hands of it.
I got you. I like that.
Because stress will take us out of here faster than anything, brother.
You right. You right.
So my biggest thing in life, and I think I started doing that probably about 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to a point where it was like, why am I stressing? Matter of fact, no, it was over a Pacer game.
Uh-oh. Not the Pacers. Not the Pacers.
It was over. Matter of fact, right before the Malice in the Palace happened, right?
Uh-oh. My parlay.
So I kept finding myself after the Pacers or the Colts would lose, I would feel some kind of way.
Like you was in the game.
Like I'm in the game. Like
Come on,
I'm
man.
getting a check.
I know, right?
I'm like,
it really tied in.
I ain't got like, and I'm like, bro, I'm killing myself and I ain't even getting a check.
Mm-mm.
And at
No
that point,
benefits.
I said, I gotta focus on what I can change and leave whatever God is supposed to handle, leave it for Him to handle.
Gotcha.
Because I watched so many of my elders in my family leave here because of stress.
Right.
So I'm like, nah, something got to change. Somebody got to break the cycle for the men,
Yeah.
so that you don't leave out of here in a heart attack or a stroke, because that's why they had them.
Yeah.
It was a heart attack or a stroke, and that's why. And I'll say this: that's why I don't like the saying that says "happy wife, happy life."
I don't like it either.
I despise that saying because it's like saying the man
Don't matter.
He don't matter.
Not at all.
And that's
Not
why I
at all.
tell people all the time. I say, if y'all look at it, Grandpa always died 15 years before Grandma.
Unfortunately,
And-
I can see that in my family
and
too.
Grandma kept doing all this. Grandpa like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit out here, drink my beer, and I'm gonna chill on the porch.
Jesus time. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Call me home.
Yeah, and my granddaddy had a saying, man. I never understood his saying until I got older.
Mm-hmm.
He said, one day I'm gonna turn my hat around and I'm gonna keep on walking. He was saying that he was tired of feeling like he didn't matter.
Yeah.
And he wanted something better, but he stayed.
That's a loyalty thing.
Because
A lot of us men do that.
Because men,
Yeah.
you know, especially men back then.
Yeah.
You stayed
Honor that commitment or whatever you
that
did.
was your commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm with you there. I do not like that statement. I like, my pastor says all the time, happy spouse, happy house.
Happy house.
You know, it's both of us. We both got to get some happiness out of this thing. And if not, we working on how we get there. You see what I'm saying? For me personally, when it comes to stress, I look at things as far as healthy stress.
Yeah.
And what I need to deal with.
Right.
Some things I found God allows to happen because you're to go to a new level. You got to gain a new skill set to deal with this problem because your old skill set can't get you by here. Or I need you to lean on me more and trust me in this situation. And I'm growing your faith in this situation because you're going to have to wait.
Right.
Or this is a situation where it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but trust me, I got you in this.
Right.
This is a growth thing. So there's stress in those two things.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But then there's the part like what you said. This isn't mine. This isn't my bag. This is what's over hand to God.
Yeah.
So God said, cast your cares upon him because he cares. Here you go, God. It ain't mine no more.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. and then once I cast it to you, I can't keep holding it myself.
Put my hands on it. God, you like, God, fix the situation. God, like, I'm trying, but you keep putting your hands on it.
Move your hand.
Just get out the way.
Just move your hand. So I've learned that there are things that I'm not supposed to fix.
Exactly.
And some of those things is like, okay, no. These are growth opportunities.
Yeah.
You dealing with a difficult individual, it ain't for God to move that person.
Exactly.
God's trying to say, hey, I caused you to love people.
Yeah.
And even the Gentiles can love people who love them,
Exactly.
but they gonna know you by my love. How do you treat that person who you know gets on your nerves sometimes,
Exactly.
who gets under your skin a little bit?
Yep.
How do you show them the love that I want you to show them? And here is an opportunity for you to do it.
Yep. And the key thing is, some things by nature, especially men, we are designed to fix things.
Exactly.
But some things were never meant to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if something happened to that severed relationship,
Yeah.
it's meant to be severed. It's not meant to fix it as long as you leave it on good terms.
Yeah.
Is how I see it, right?
Mhm.
Whatever the case may be, some things just not meant to be fixed. And we go try to fix these things. And God's like, while you spending time over there,
Mm-hmm.
I had you going forward.
Right. Right.
The Bible say, keep your hands to the plow, and a man that looks back is not fit for the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that whatever direction God got you going in, you got to worry about that
Yeah.
and not fixing these things along the way, because now you're distracted.
Yeah. So I think that it's important for us to live peaceably with all people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We're called to do that as Christians. But sometimes there's a time frame that's got to go between that relationship getting repaired.
Yep.
But you got to leave that situation in time with the God. And when he leads you to take that next step with that thing, I think he'll guide you on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But some of those things is like, hey, you're supposed to part ways.
That's right.
Matter of fact, I allowed the situation to happen because you wasn't going to move if it didn't, because you was too
Exactly.
comfy right there.
Exactly.
I allowed some discomfort to happen so you can move in the direction I told you to move, and then that person can move as well, and he'll right that thing some sort of way in the future, you know,
Right.
but we trust him for those things.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you. So, what role do your friends, family, or community play in how you think about your health? So we talk about all the people outside of you. We know what we're doing for ourselves.
Right.
How do the people outside of you help you to manage your health?
How do they help me?
Yes, sir. That's what I said. Because and I say that because God made Eve.
Right.
So if Adam could handle everything he needed to do, he wouldn't say it's not good for man to be alone.
Right.
So we need people. What does your inner circle do for you to help you stay on the health right?
Man, I got like 3 people in my inner circle.
That's okay.
So, one being my wife, my
Mhm.
mentor, and of course my kids. But the biggest thing in my wife is, make sure that I'm healthy, make sure that I'm good.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
my mentor is all about the mental and spiritual, making sure I'm good that way. So
Mhm.
it does balance out that way. So I don't have like a clan of people saying, "Hey, this is what you should be doing health wise,
Mhm.
mental health wise." Because I used to have that, and it wasn't good for my mental health.
Right.
I used to have a drone of people around me. It's like, okay, this is more draining than it's helpful.
Right.
So
And I think that's important. I don't think you need to have this long list of people. You just got to have loyalty people.
The
And
loyalty
it could be a loyal one person.
that's it.
And you and this person ride or die me against the city. We going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
I'm cool with the low numbers.
Right.
And I think we can have spheres of influence.
Right.
And some spirits are closer to us, while some are not.
Right.
And that's fine, because it's hard to be so true blue friend. I know everything, you know everything, for 17, 18 people.
Right.
There are going to be degrees of space that you have with that person and time that you have with that person, because that stuff takes time to foster. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? You can't do all of that and do what God's called you to do. So those numbers of how close somebody is to you,
Right.
or how much influence they have inside to you and how you handle your business, that number gets smaller.
They get smaller.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
Yep.
So I don't think that's a problem with that at all. And I think wisdom has taught me that that's okay.
Yeah.
I may have over 500 something friends on Facebook,
It is.
but those are Facebook friends.
Those are Facebook friends.
That's a different
it's not
situation.
reality.
One of these things is not like the other.
Exactly. It's not reality. That's why they got that real life versus Instagram, because
Yeah.
there's a difference.
Again, and knowing the difference, I think, helps us with our mental health.
Yep.
Because you'll see some people and they putting their highlight reels up there like, oh, this is the best life I'm living.
Yeah.
I'm going this place, I'm flying this place, I got this outfit on, I'm chilling with
Yep.
this person. And you look at your life, you like, hey man, what am I doing in
Yeah.
comparison?
Comparison, yeah. And then for some of those people that are putting that stuff up on their reels and stuff like that,
Mhm.
that's why you have these couples that end up killing each other that are famous on Instagram and all that, because mentally they're not right, because
Right.
they're doing it for
Gram.
the gram, for the people, right?
Mhm.
So they didn't take time to focus on their mental health.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell my son all the time, don't get caught up in what you see what other people are doing,
Yeah.
but stay focused on what you're supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah. And those things make the bigger difference. And the real people around you make the bigger difference. Now,
Right.
I'm not saying your online community isn't important, because I believe when you're doing right, God can use whatever medium and bless that thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's also when you're being the real you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not like
Right.
I'm putting on a facade and I'm trying to put on this ploy of what I am, and then the weight of me trying to be this person at all times
Right.
gets too heavy, and then you break.
And you break because you're being somebody that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You were at that point, you're wearing a mask and you're acting. At some point, you're exhausted.
Yeah. Because even actors
They get
say cut.
tired,
You know what I'm saying?
And watch this. Even actors have to go seek mental health counseling.
Okay. Now give me that, because you have this film background.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah. So if you look at what's the guy's name that played Killmonger?
Michael B.
Michael B. He said he had to go to almost 8 months of counseling because he couldn't come out of the character.
Mm.
And then the guy that played the best Batman, I can't think of his name, but they said he got so caught up in that character.
But the best Batman?
Yeah, he was the best one that played. I think it was.
Ooh,
I'll get you the name later.
That's controversial right
Yeah,
there, man.
Yeah, and I could see why he was listed as the best, because they said on everyday life he thought he was Batman.
Mm.
People don't understand that in that world, you may be looking at Batman, but those characters are written with spirits.
Yeah.
They're written, those names have a meaning behind it. The character has a meaning. So when you take on those characters, you're no longer yourself.
Yeah.
You become whatever that spirit is that was written in that script.
Mm.
And that's why I tell my actors all the time, be careful what roles you take.
Yeah.
Because some of those roles you can't come out of right away.
Mm. I got you. You get that method acting going.
You take it
you
on.
become that person.
If you're acting the right way, you literally become what's on that paper.
I got you.
So whatever spirit it was written in, that's what you take on.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. I like that, man. I like that. So let me ask this. If your younger self could see you now, what would you say about how you're taking care of yourself now compared to then? What wisdom would you give back to that younger self that you learned over these years?
Oh, if I could talk to my younger self, I would tell him to just keep moving forward with your dancing thing. Because that'll lead you into acting and all the other things that you want to do.
Sure.
But as far as like physically, I would tell him don't drink, don't smoke. But as far as health wise and conditioning wise, I think I was in the best condition of my life back then. Because I did pretty much every sport there was. Again, plus I danced, so I was literally in probably the best condition of my life.
Sure.
But those are the things I would tell myself.
Respect.
And then just keep moving forward. Don't stop. Regardless of what's going on around you, just block out the noise. I think that was the biggest thing in my youth, is that I was caught up in the noise and not blocking out the noise.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Whoa. Say that again. That's a bar. Say that again, man.
I was caught up in the noise, but not blocking out the noise.
Okay. Now, that's deep. Break that down for me. What does that mean to you when you say that?
So what that means to me is that anything that was toxic or bad, I was in the midst of it.
Okay.
Instead of withdrawing myself from it, which blocks me out of it, I allowed influence to drive me into things I shouldn't have been in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not only listening to what's going on, I'm a part of what's going on. So we thought it was just fun, all that, but when I look back on it, I'm like, that was stupid.
I've got a couple of those, trust me. And you grew up with me, man. We'll keep those conversations off camera. But yeah. I think we all have those situations we go back and look at, and it's like, man, I may not have made it that situation, boys. Boy, God is good. God is good.
Look, and I will say this, when I look back on it, and I want to thank you for it. When I look back on it, I think you were probably the only friend that really cared about where I went, what I did, and I'll make sure I was good and stuff like that. You know, I had a bunch of them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but you were the only one that always you drive to the house and come get me for school.
Peoples,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
We
So,
peoples. That's what we
so
do.
you know, but that wasn't that was a level of before your time friendship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that level of friendship wasn't known back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just it goes back to how you was raised though.
True, 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 true.
You know, but that's why I was like, man, I'm hanging around the wrong people.
Well, I think that, you know what, we all could go back and look at some things. It's like, man, I could have did this better.
Yeah.
I could have did that better. I could have made this better choice. But I want to say God allows things to happen because he's
Right.
like, I know what you need
Right.
to get you where I need you to get to.
Right.
And some of those things that I thought that were horrible, tough, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this is the worst case, are some of the things that built me to who I am today. And I'm tough as nails because of it, because I went through those situations. And
Yeah.
it's like, hey man, I'm better because of it. It was tough. It did not feel good all the time, but I'm a better man because of it.
But do you think, mental health wise, that's why a lot of young men are not as strong mentally?
Okay, okay. I'm give you that. I'm gonna give you what I think about that. Okay, I'm gonna give you what I think about it, because I think us Gen Xers,
Yeah.
we was built a little different.
We're different.
Okay, we was built a little different, and we had to do more on our own,
Yeah.
and we had to grow up fast.
Yeah.
So I believe that, in contrast, I would say nowadays a lot of people allow excuses to happen
There you go.
that we didn't have space for.
Well, an option.
It's not an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to make it happen, because if I don't, who will?
Yep.
So it's like, now it's like, well, I could blame this person, I could blame that person,
Right.
and then say, well, I'm this way because of this.
Right. That's right.
Nobody care how you feeling. I mean, what you gonna do about it
You
though?
grown now.
And then it's like, well, but I was able to take that and grow to who I am today.
Right.
So when I look at it contrastly, man, I'm like, had I not been through some of those situations, I would not be the man I am today. So take one thing away,
Yeah.
it could probably completely break me from who
Yeah.
I am today.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is, I don't like to question the wisdom of what God allowed,
Right.
because I have the example of people like Joseph, who he got thrown into a pit.
Sure.
He got sold out by his brothers.
Sure.
He took to Potiphar's house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He went to prison.
Yeah.
All because God had to get him to Egypt to save a whole nation.
Whole nation,
If I look at Job, it was God that said, hey, have you considered my servant Job? God, you put my name out there like this?
Like, bro, can I talk to you for a minute? Like, why you bringing me up?
Right, right.
And that lets me know that you and him still cool, because he walking up into heaven and y'all having a casual conversation.
Mm-hmm,
Where you been at? Like, that means like you've been looking for him to come in at a certain time every day. You's like, where you been at, Luce? Luce like, I've been traveling to and fro upon the earth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See who I can devour.
Yeah. Like, you talking to God like this?
But I guess what I'm trying to say at the end of the day, in that instance right there, it shows me that God has so much grace that, God, were you trying to extend grace to him even to try to see if he'll change?
Right.
Okay, this is what I'll speculate. I don't have the answer on that one, but I would speculate that at times. But what it does say to me is that God knows you.
He know you.
He said, hey, I knew you before you was in your mama's womb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I knew you. So he's like, I knew how you gonna respond to this thing.
Right.
And I had to give you the right stressors to put you in place, to move you where you need to go to, so you grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just like being in the gym, if you don't stress that muscle right,
Yeah.
you stay weak.
Stay weak.
You stress it too much,
Tear.
you tear something. And not just tear, right? Because when you're working out, you tear it anyway.
Right.
But when you tear it too badly and you don't recover like you're supposed
Right.
to, it doesn't grow.
Doesn't grow no.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this is the wisdom of the trainer.
Right.
It's the wisdom of the holy trailer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Who's training us how to live life. I'm not going to have all the answers.
Right.
And I'm fine with that because he told us, I called you to walk by sight. I mean, not walk by sight, walk by faith.
By faith.
Right? So if I'm doing that, that means I'm not going to have all the answers.
No.
I'm not going to have all the answers. I'm going to use the info that I have. I'm going to use the Holy Spirit he put inside of me.
Right.
And I'm going to trust the rest to him.
Right.
Ain't no stress after that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I told you. Hey, it's his battle.
Mm-hmm.
I take my hands off of it.
Respect. I like that, man. I like that. So, last question, man. If you could send a message to other working men out here about their health, what would it be?
The message I would send to other men about their health would be first to know that it's okay to love you again. Meaning that you've loved everybody else, which then puts you on the back burner.
Yeah.
Which then can affect you health-wise, mental health-wise, physically, because now you're just running to help everybody else.
Sure.
But you've forgotten about self. So
Okay.
it's okay to love you again, and it's okay to say no, because no is a complete sentence. You ain't always got to say yes and be there for everybody and do everything that everybody wants you to do.
Yeah.
So again, and then the next thing I'll tell them is it's okay to put you first.
Yeah.
Like I said, not above God, of course.
No, never that.
You know what I'm saying? But it's okay to put yourself above other things around you.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, people like, that's selfish. You putting yourself above your family. But if I'm not at my best,
my family's going to lose it anyway.
How good am I going to be?
I can't be aware for them.
Mm-hmm. And watch this. If you have a son, the Bible tells you that the son can only do what he sees the father do.
Mm-hmm.
So if my son is seeing me constantly break down, lose focus, being sad, he's going to think that's normal. And he's going to try to follow in those footsteps.
Yeah.
That's why I tell my sons all the time, what you've seen me do in my past, I made sure you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because I was somebody else when I was younger, So
I think we all got a pass, bro.
Yeah, and
it ain't just you.
And unfortunately, I wasn't wise enough to know, like, hey, my kids shouldn't be seeing this.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, I made sure they didn't do things like drugs, alcohol, gambling, and stuff like that. I made sure of that.
Right.
But it's also my job to make sure that they see that I'm focusing on me too.
Gotcha. I got you.
So
That's
when
good.
they go into a relationship, the relationship ain't always about the woman.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The man matters too.
Yes.
And that's why they got to love themselves again and put themselves first. Some way it's going to work.
I got you, man. And that's good wisdom, man. I appreciate you joining me on the podcast today, man.
Thanks for having me, brother.
This is good info, man. And I think that when you don't have these man-to-man conversations, there's some nuggets you may be missing.
Yeah.
And we're trying to fill that in with this podcast here, man. Thank you for joining us. That's what we do here, man. We drop knowledge. We try to make sure that these men are more equipped for what the world is calling for them.
Yeah.
What God needs of us and what our family needs from us. Yep. And that's a skill set. And mentally, you have to be prepared for the weight that comes with doing this thing, man. Yeah. And it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
It's tough. But it's supposed to be tough because you were built tough. But you got to learn how to manage that stuff correctly, man. And your mental health, managing that stuff well is what's going to make sure that you are effective for your family, effective for yourself, and effective for the community, effective for God, man. So, again, I appreciate you all joining us today. Thank you, Dujan, for being here with me, man, and
me,
giving these jewels out, man. Do me a favor. Take a minute. I want you to plug a couple things you got going on. How can we find you online, stuff like that?
You can find us online at Pearls Productions on all social media sites. If you want to follow me directly, I'm up under Dujan Boyd. You can Google that. I'll come directly up. But we have 7 films that we got going on right now, all Christian-based films. We're actually going to do a documentary based on the mental health of men, and it's called Under the Armor.
Okay. I look forward to that.
Dealing with what's up under the strength of the man that he's not exposing to the world and why they're not exposing to the world. So what we're going to do is bring in a group of men from different backgrounds. They're going to talk about their struggles, how they got to where they are. And then to kind of round it all off, we're going to have all those men's wives say something positive about each man
I like
in the
that.
documentary, but they're not gonna know that.
I like that. They get to catch that live then.
They'll catch it live when we view
Ooh. Hey, man, once you get some tissue together, there's going to be some men with some wet eyes. I'm cool with that, too, because, men, we can cry. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? We ain't tough where we can't cry, man, but that'll be good, because sometimes people don't hear that
it.
stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's important, especially black men, to hear that because from their wives, because it's a man wants to feel appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So
all day, man.
I'm doing all this. And the worst thing a man wants to feel is unappreciated
Exactly.
in his own kingdom.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
like, I'm doing all this and nobody see it.
Nobody sees it.
Man, that's deflating.
Yeah.
That's deflating.
It'll knock the air out of you, that cause discouragement. And, you know, and then it questions you, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Take all the fight out of it.
And then say, am I really with who I should really be with? Because
It'll make you
I
question
feel unappreciated.
It'll make you question that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's why that dynamic is so important. If they got kids, the kids are gonna say something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is not to expose men, it's to uplift men. And get it out there so men will see it that I don't know, that God has designed to see this podcast and say, you know what? That really helped me.
And that's why we do it, man.
Yeah.
Because we know that you never know what nugget somebody needed. Yeah. They may have been on the edge. That little thing pulled them back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or I saw myself into that, and I found that I can actually make time for myself because I didn't even think I had a choice in that thing.
Yeah.
But listening to this person, watching this film, I saw myself there.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, okay, this looks bad. Let me make changes and move in a better direction because I see this person's story and I find myself in it. And they talk about those pitfalls.
Yep.
I don't want to find myself in them pitfalls. I'm learning.
Yep.
I love it, man. I love it. I love the great content you keep putting out there, man.
Appreciate
Make sure y'all support this man out here, too. Follow him on all these channels, man. We got to support each other out here. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not trying to build a whole bunch of empires. Trying to keep the kingdom of God moving forward. And it takes all of us supporting ourselves and doing what God called us to do individually so collectively the job gets done.
Appreciate that.
All right, man. My man. Hey, we're going to catch you on the next one, man. Join, like, share, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, man, by December.
You
all
got
right?
it.
By December, man. We think we can do that. Need your help. All right?
It's done.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, we'll catch you on the next one, man. Y'all be good now. Thank you again for joining us on Disciple Men Podcast. We hope that you got something out of the conversation, that we brought some value to you. We're trying to do something over here, and we need your help to do that. If you could, please like and subscribe. Share the video with a couple friends. We want to make sure to get this word out. Help us men to step up to the road we're trying to do for the family, for God, for the community. We need your support. Look forward to you in the next one.